Stefaan Engels is a marathon runner, but not just any marathon runner. In 2010, he ran a lot of marathons. Go ahead, I'll let you guess.
20?
No. Higher.
50?
Higher.
100?
More.
200?
Okay. He ran 365 marathons.
What the?
One every day for a year straight.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So in this interview with Stefaan, you're going to learn all about the training and preparation that went into this, what his diet was like, what his race nutrition was like, how he recovered, ice baths, compression shorts, whatever. We talked about all that. And then we also talked about the mental side of running a marathon every day for a year straight and some of the strategies he used to cope with that. Very interesting interview. I think you guys will really like this one. All right, everyone. Today we're talking to Stefaan Engels. Stefaan, you did, was it 19 or 20 triathlons in 1 year?
Actually, it was 20 in 2008, yes.
Okay, so that's incredible in its own way. And then you also ran 365 marathons in a year, one marathon per day, which is absolutely incredible. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that today.
Okay, fine.
So to start off, how did you come up with the idea to do something like that?
Look, it's a long story, of course. I'm now 50 and I starting running and do sport. I was 25 during sport, running maybe in my life, maybe 600-700 marathons. But also professional, I'm I do campaigns to the government and say to the people, look, it's important that you have a good invest for your healthy body. If you have a good invest for your healthy, it's you see if you are older, you have a high your life is more is higher in quality. You live longer but look better. So you don't need the doctors and medicines. And I will be some kind of ambassador in my country and for the rest of the world to say it's important if you that you're doing every week 2 or 3 times on sport. So it was for myself, of course, a challenge. Is it possible running every day a marathon or do 20 triathlons? But also it was an idea for a campaign. Want I know if I if I say to the world I go for every day for a marathon, I know a lot of media follow me, so it's important. I found the media, and if I found the media, or the media found me, I can say then I can then bring more my message to the world. That's also the reason I make, of course, a really big challenge. If I say I running maybe 50 marathons in a year, nobody call me for asking me why you do this. If I say I go for 365, then of course everybody asking you're crazy, that is not possible, and blah blah blah. But I think the last year I have maybe 6,000 interviews in the world. So that's also the reason I take a big level to say 365.
Okay. When you first had the idea to do this challenge, did it scare you?
Of course. I found nobody in the world to give me good advice how you must training for this challenge. I take a year time for but what I was doing. Running every day every day. Running more and more every week, more and more kilometers of miles. But I don't know. For the rest, I must take special diets. So I looking for all the doctors in my country for good advice. I'll talking with ultra runners. Can you give me also an advice? But nobody had the answer. How you must what is your training for 365 marathons every day? So that was, of course, for me a problem. But okay, I say we see what it brings, and I say to myself, okay, every day one marathon, and for the rest, focus you on the day after. And yeah, so sure, sure. Oh, I think the whole year, if I'm running every day, was for me a scare moment. But I was not sure if I is, if the end of the day it was happened to again running a marathon. Maybe I falling sick, some accidents, a car takes me. Maybe I flying to other places in the world. Maybe I lost my flight and other things can happen. So for me, it was every day really is a kind of stress from yeah. I don't know this evening if I can do my challenge, but okay, okay. It's, after now a year back in normal life, yeah, it was possible. I have a really lucky year for me. Yeah.
Would you say it was more challenging for you mentally or physically?
I think the two. In the beginning, it was more physical things. The first 4 months, it was really a hell for my body. My body was not ready to running everyday marathon. Really, I sleep 12 hours in a day. I need kinesist massages. Sometimes in the morning, if I wake up, I don't believe it. This are in the in if I'm running in the afternoon a marathon, for me was not. I cannot believe that my body already again. So I lost also every month 2 kilos weight, and there was also a problem. Also, the doctors take my blood for to see is everything okay. It was not okay. I have a lot of yeah. I was really tired, really tired. My mind was okay. It was the beginning of the story, but after 4 5 months, it's changing. It's more the mentally side. My body accepted that I running everyday marathon. It was like I going to my job. I running 4 hours, and for the rest of the day, I'm free for take a rest. But the mind was more a problem. It was really hard. Then I was thinking in the beginning, a year is so over. A year is so over. But for me, was 365 days. Every day you do the same thing. Was for me more harder. It was like running 5 years, and that is for me. If you say what is the difference, maybe 30% was physical and 70% was mentally. If you every day you do the same things, really, it is really hard for your mind. And yeah, that was the hardest part in this project.
Over the course of the marathons in the year, were there any mental strategies you came up with or that you utilized that helped you push through?
The strategy, look, I running never alone. I think maybe 2 or 3 days in the whole year I running alone. But for the rest of the day of the year, I think 8,000 people running with me, 5 kilometers or more. Some's a marathon. It was like the film Forrest Gump. Everybody said to me, "Oh, you like Forrest Gump." Everybody running after you. So every day, 100 people, 200 people running after me. So we talking the whole day over things. How is it? And it's possible today for you running again. And but people tell a story on me. So for me, was this good to have all these people and say to me, "You inspired us, and thanks you that you're here." And sometimes, okay, I was not good in the mood for talking, and then I use my music. I'm listening a lot to my favorite music, and I have my iPhone, iPod, and I have 10,000 songs. So I have time enough for listening to music, and the music brings me in other atmospheres. And I try to not thinking on running. Sometimes it was a whole marathon that I was in my mind in another world, and I try to not to think what I'm doing every day, and it's also helping. And to know also a lot of people running also thanks to me and thanks my campaign, and it gave a good feeling that people say every day to me, yeah, you're good respect what you're doing, and you inspired us, and thanks to you, we're running also now. So that's for me important for the mind. Yeah.
I find it really interesting that you said that you'll run a whole marathon sometimes without even thinking about running,
Mm-hmm.
because I read a book about a man who swam the Amazon River
Mm-hmm.
over in South America, and he said the exact same thing, where basically he'd get into the water and he'd just totally zone out, and he wouldn't even be focused on swimming. His mind
Yeah.
would be totally elsewhere, and that enabled him to do incredible stuff as well. So that's really interesting. What was your diet like during that year?
Um, Goh. In the beginning, also, looking for advice for diet, diet specialist to give me menu to take, but really, it was not working. She said, "Oh, you must take a lot of supplements. You need extra vitamins and minerals and all the carbohydrates." And I must taking in the morning 25 pills. Look, it was like I was sick. I said, "No, no, no." After 2 months, I will not take this every day. So mm, I say no, no, no pills, no special diet. I Look, I have also, of course, if you're running every day marathon, I lose 6,000 calories every day. So I was sure I can eating what I want. I can eat chips and fried and meat and chicken and pastas. So I going also. I makes a lot of trips in the world. And what I say, okay, I go into good restaurants and I eat what I want. I eat the local things, and I eat a lot. Of course, I eat the whole day. I eat, I think, 6 times in a day. Of course, I eat a lot of carbohydrates like pasta and potatoes, and but I taste also the local food from Mexico, of Montreal, of some places in Europe. So for me was it was more. I close my eyes and then I say, what you want to eat today, and that was what I'm asking on the restaurants. So also I drink what I want. Okay, a lot of water, of course, every day. I think 4 liters water, but I drink also in the evening some wine or beer. So I have no special diet really. It was more the mental side. What if I was running in the day, and if sometimes there was a hard moments for me, but I think, look, this evening you go into a fancy restaurant and you can eat what you want, and desserts and all what you want. So there was for me also mental system to know this evening you enjoy your evening with good friends, good meal, and you eat what you want. And I'm sure I say also to runners now, don't be afraid for the food. Of course, you must know if you have a good stomach. I have a really good stomach and I can eat what I want before a race. But it's really important that you eat what you that you. It's also good for your mind that you eat what you want, and not only what is the books say. Pastas and rice, and before the race you must 2 hours waiting for eating and all these things. And no, for me, I'm sure. Do what you want, like your body is asking, and yeah, it was really important for me, the food moments. Yeah, food and music.
Yeah. Uh, During the races, did you utilize like gel packs or any sort of like quick carbohydrate or energy drinks?
Yes, sure. I eat every day. I like, of course, bananas. You know, bananas is really cheap and really fast carbohydrates that you can take, and you find everywhere in the world bananas. So bananas was for me important. I think 5 in a day, and also gels. I take only gels. Is also 5
Hmm.
gels, and for the rest, yeah, for the rest, I take water and nothing else. Okay, I try to also, Red Bull. I try Red Bull in the first month. The last 10 kilometers, I take a Red Bull, and of course it gave you a shot. But okay, after 4 months, I used the normal sport drinks like Extra. I don't know if you want. It's like Isostar or I don't know what you take in America, but it's the usual sport drinks. But mostly it was water and energy gels and bananas for me.
Is there any specific brand of energy gel that you found worked the best, or was it just whatever you could get your hands on?
No. Look, I like also the we have here in Belgium Chocomilk, the Sissimel. It's I don't know. This it's not a branding in Canada. It's more no. If you give me Isostar, or if you give me what you have in America from drinks, for me it's the same. It's enough sugar in the water, then it's for me it's okay.
Okay. And when you were running the marathons, was there a specific timing where you'd have a banana 1 hour in or a gel 1 hour in, or was it whenever your body felt like it?
No. Then is it too late? I have a system every half hour, every 30 minutes. I take something.
Okay.
The whole day. That was my system. From the morning to the night, I eat and drink. But in a marathon, also, I still eating and drinking the whole day. Yeah.
Do you also follow that half-hour schedule with water during the marathon?
So the what's the question?
Do you also drink water every half hour during the marathon?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you also mentioned that you were having blood tests done. I think it was weekly. Do you remember what specific things they were testing for? Like, were they looking at cortisol levels?
Yeah, I don't know the names for all the tests, but I think maybe 50 different tests that she takes. Like she can see in my blood if it's starting some injury, fever, or something else. Also have enough iron in my blood and all the things, but it was okay, my blood. Only in the beginning of the first month, he saw that I was really disastrous, and she said, "Wow, this is not good. You don't the name from the tests, but she say if you running on this tempo and it's not good, and we see in your blood that." You have 2 weeks and then you stay still. You cannot running. So he asked me to change my food, more resting and running slowly. But in the beginning, I ran too fast, and also it was really cold. Starting in January, and it was a really hard winter in Belgium. And I running I think 50 days in snow and ice and temperatures from -10. So it was not good for my body. It was really hard for my body, and that was what he saw in my blood. So that was good to know that he say every week it's okay, it's better, or it's really bad this week. So give me good sign from be careful this week what you're doing.
Okay. You also said that you had, I think, a kinesiologist that was helping you out.
Mm-hmm.
What role did physio play in the whole year?
Yeah, and the first months, I believe a lot of in the massages, sports massages. So what you're doing is every day, give me massage especially on the legs. But after 4 months, I stopped with the massages. It was for me. It's not working. It was not working, the massages. An ultra running said to me, "Look, it's better that you're sleeping, that you're going to a massage." But what he say, if you starting the day after on your next marathon, start your first 5K slowly, and your body. It's in the beginning. I was really painful. My muscles are really blocked. All the lactate is in my body, but after 5 kilometers, it's working better. The feeling, and then after 1 hour running, it was the lactates and all the problems from the day before were going. So for me, it was more a system. If the first hour was really hard, and the last 3 hours for running, were the best moments. And what I doing more is osteopathy. I don't know if you know this. Osteopathy is for me is the whole body covering. It's not only the legs giving the massage. It was more my beans and bones to covering and deblockage. So it was for me more important than also going every day if it was possible to a sauna, take a sauna over hammam. It's a steaming beds. Warm baths was for me more important than massages. Yeah.
Okay. What about, did you also use ice baths or like compression shorts or compression pants or shirts?
I try also the socks, the compression socks. Also, I tried 6 months, and then the last 6 months without the socks. So in the beginning, I believe I cannot running without compression socks. But for some reason, I let the socks, and it was for me the same. It was also possible to running everyday marathon. So it's a good marketing project, and I believe maybe for some people it's helping, but not for me. I use it only if I take long flights in the world, if I fly, but for the rest, no. Not also. I never. I use ice packs. What I doing was more steam beds. For me, was that more healthy, especially if you're running 4 hours in minus 10 degrees, then your body is really cold, and then it's good. You're going 1 hour in a steam bed. But the cold, no, that never. I try the cold.
As far as your shoes, I find it hard to believe that you were able to use one pair of shoes for the whole year. So, what was that like? Did you go through multiple pairs of shoes?
I use 25 pairs. Yeah, 25. So I have the system. I use 7 pairs, and every day I take just identically the same pair. So Essex Nimbus. There was and the sponsor gave me 25 pairs. So I use 7 pairs. And it was like in a cyclus. Every day take another pair, and after 3 months I do the trash, and I take again 7 new pairs. So that will say every 2 weeks another pair. Yeah. Normally, normally a normal run it take use 1 pair in a year. I think for me was 25. Yeah.
As far as like the toll of long distance exercise on the body, there's some people that will say that just running one marathon is tough on the body. What's your take on that? What do you think about that?
That is a question. Just
some people will say that running a marathon is almost too hard on the body. Like
too hard.
It'll raise the cortisol levels too much. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I believe this persons. If I remember my first marathon in my life. I was 25. Really, I was really dead after the marathon. 2 weeks, it was not possible to normal walking for me. 2 weeks, but your body must learning, accept it. What you're doing. Give your body time. I can after 25 years in my experience, my body, it's like accept it. Like yesterday, I running a marathon yesterday. Today, I feel nothing from what I did yesterday. So if you're running 2 marathons in a year, for me it's more than enough for everybody. Also for myself. But I can also say a lot of people, I think everybody in the world, say to me before, you damage your body, and we are sure your legs and all the things are broken after a year. We do a lot of tests before and after in the hospitals, and she say your body is now stronger than before. So I can say that running is really healthy for for your body. So nobody have an excuse to say after my story for 365 marathons that one of two marathons not healthiest for your body. So maybe it's hard, but I think also maybe the mental side for a runner. I'm sure you must train your brains to say if you're feeling you're tired, it's not your legs are tired. Your mind say to you you are tired. So you must training your mind to say I'm not tired. I will not stop to run. So for me, it's running for a marathon. It's not a problem, and it's not. It's more healthy than you sitting in your chair and do nothing the whole day. So no, I cannot say to. Of course, everybody is born to running, but not everybody can running fast, and that's maybe the problem that a lot of runners have. They will always faster and faster running a marathon. So that is not a good idea. You must good know what is your level and how older you are. You must say to you, okay, I'm more realistic. I cannot faster running than I was 20. So this is also important.
Okay. So, Stefan, you wrote a book on the entire experience, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And that's available. That's available on your website.
Yeah, I have a web shop. My book is in also Spanish and in English, and I have also is also brand new a documentary of my story. So somebody follow me a whole year with the camera. So we have also a documentary in the same languages. So then we have also a DVD, and you can also find it on my web shop. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And last question, what's next for you? Any big plans for the future, or just keep running?
No, not walk, running. I'm running for my healthy body. I'm coach now. I learn a lot of people to running. So I hope in do Berlin in Europe. Do a lot of. I will try do a good time for myself, but I have a new challenge for a group. Of course, it's maybe not the same like marathons every day, but we going to the rooftop from the world with the bike to the Himalaya. So we have found a track. It's where cars going to 5,400 meters. There's the highest level that you can do with cars, and we do it with a group with mountain bikes. So we in June we going to the Himalaya for 2 weeks and try to going to the top with the bikes on 5,400 meters. So it's also a challenge, of course, for everybody, also for me. But of course, mentally, is for me this is not so a big challenge like everyday marathon. But okay, it's a new small challenge. Yes.
Is that open to the public? Like, can people from the public join you?
Yes. We build also on my website a new site from the Himalaya, and we hope we do it every year. So it's a new challenge for a company will say, okay, it's important for team building, and I coach a group to the Himalaya for his challenges. Yes, yeah, and the people can follow me on the website. Is from 16 June to 30 June, and that is a challenge that we're going to the Himalaya. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Stefan.
My pleasure, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, hope you enjoyed that interview. As always, to hear more, go to bodyhack.com, click the link to the blog. And if you know anyone with a good story, maybe they lost a bunch of weight, maybe they really know what they're talking about, or they're doing some crazy thing that we'd probably be interested in, go ahead and send me an email, spencer@bodyhack.com. Until I see you guys next time, take care, have fun, train hard. That's it. Bye-bye.